My name is John Mathers, and I am a sports psychologist at Stirling University. I've got an interesting job that involves many different things. I teach students on lectures and seminars about the area of sports psychology. I engage in academic research to keep current in the field and to share experiences with professional colleagues. I work on a sports scholarship scheme that helps student athletes combine academic study with competition in their chosen sport. I do consultancy work with the Scottish Football Association and the Scottish Rugby Union, in which I teach their match officials mental skills for performance. I also like to play a number of different sports, but I enjoy competing in elite amateur golf events. Sports psychology is the study of behaviour in sport, and it allows athletes to develop their performance and achieve success in their chosen field. Yes, so there are a number of athletes and elite performers who train very hard and they look after their diet, they have great technique, but sometimes at the vital moment they perhaps don't deliver a performance that they're capable of. And one of the things I enjoy is working with those athletes to try and make sure that when the competition that matters to them most comes around, that they're able to deliver and perform at their best. Wow, so the start line was excellent. It looked like it pierced the dark part of the cloud and then just fell maybe a little bit too much to the left, but still very much under control.
I've been working with John, and like I say, just using mental imagery, visualising the shots and seeing the shape of the shot, how it's landing, how it's reacting when it lands, and the spin on the ball. And basically I'm using the imagery and the pre-shot routine together and just playing my game, just doing my stuff. And like I said, the last 3 tournaments I've played in January, March and yesterday, I've won all 3, so I've moved my game up to another level, and I'm really happy at the minute, so it's good.
20 years ago, any talk of speaking to or dealing with a sports psychologist, it was perceived that there was something wrong with you, but not now. Now it's imperative, and all the players are actively looking to improve their performance skills and their mental game.
Hi John.
Andrew.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Can you come?
Thank you.
So this is Andrew Macpherson, and he is an SRU professional referee, and he's charged with officiating at major games in this country and also in France and Italy and Ireland. These individuals are committed to officiating, and obviously they perform in a high pressure environment. So I would use a range of mental skill techniques to help them in their preparation and training, and maybe even thinking about the tone of whistle to be used, might even be how they interact and communicate with players to get the best effect as a match official.
So what I'm trying to do there is look at them in the eye so that I'm getting that response from them, because that was one of the things that we'd spoken about before, that rather than sort of looking down at them or looking away from them, actually looking, getting the eye contact from them and getting an acknowledgement of what it is I'm looking for.
Good scrum there, held for a long time before the ball came out, so you did well. So lots of detail there in terms of position on the pitch, the teams involved, the assistants, the colour of the strips being used, the conditions underfoot, and maybe even the time in the match as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Working with a sports psychologist, it's just looking at the little fine details that can make a difference between giving off the impression of a good performance as opposed to looking a bit inward and not feeling too confident in the game. So from that point of view, looking at those little 1% things has been a huge help for me.
So I would use a range of mental skill techniques to help them in their preparation and training so that they can deliver good refereeing performances in a fixture that would be very, very intense. Now, when you're coming up for the Old Firm game on Sunday, you need to try and just picture the type of players that you expect to see and how they move, and that can give you a clue about the position to take to have the best chance to see the incidents in and around the box, which will be absolutely key to the success of that game on Sunday.
Working with you, John, obviously is very important at my level because, as we've talked about, there's so small a difference between some of the referees at the top, and I know what we've done over the past few months. It's certainly helped me in terms of the relaxation, certainly the imagery, and certainly for Sunday. That's these tools that I'll use for the game will certainly benefit me.
So my own sport is golf. I try to practice golf from a technical point of view. I take regular golf lessons. I try to stay fit for golf. I have a tournament competition programme that I try to follow, and every year that goes by I do try to improve my skill set. That was better.
There aren't many sports psychologists in the world who have a +2 handicap. John's ability to play the game, as modest as he is, he can mix it with the best of the players here.
This is a research article about rugby league players' attitudes towards sports psychology consultancy work. This is quite interesting because it relates to the work that I published myself last year in the Journal of Sports Psychology in Action. Well, I think as any professional you would try to keep current in your field, and every year that goes by there's new initiatives that are coming out, there's new research findings and there's new developments, and indeed it would inform some of the work that I did in the time ahead with some of my athletes. Not only do you need these talents, you need to acquire and develop mental skills through sports psychology to be able to use these talents when it matters most. The most enjoyable element of my work is teaching sports psychology to young people as an academic discipline. I hope that the students might choose a future career in sports psychology, and it would be wonderful if the student of today could help the athlete of tomorrow achieve the maximum amount of success.